Okay, hello. So today we are going to be looking at similes and metaphors, and importantly, the difference between a simile and a metaphor. Now, similes and metaphors can often be confused, and that is because they, in many ways, have the same function. They have the same use, and that is to compare two things. So they're both comparative figures of speech. Now, the aim of this little video is to talk about both how you can recognize a simile or a metaphor if you're asked if you're given a phrase and you're asked to identify whether it's a simile or metaphor, and also to talk a little bit about the different effects of both a simile and a metaphor. So we'll start with a simile then. So a simile compares two words or things using the words like or as. Now, this is really important because if you are asked to identify whether something is a simile or a metaphor, you just have to look for the word like or as. So the example I've given here is as brave as a lion or eyes like a tiger. Now, you might recognize these examples, and this is because metaphors and similes often there are often certain comparisons made between things which are so common that we use them time and time again, such as it's raining cats and dogs, which is an example of metaphor which has now come into our sort of common use of language. So then we've got metaphor. So a metaphor also compares two words or things, but instead of saying that something is like something else or as something else, it says that two things are, so one thing is another thing. So not like, but is another thing. So the example here is, you are a star. And what we should pay attention to with metaphor is that it calls upon and plays upon something called the connotations of words. And connotations are the associations, the ideas that we think of relating to one word. So, for example, with a star, the connotations of the word star might be brilliance or light or extraordinary or nighttime or whatever we associate with stars. Now, when a writer uses a metaphor, they may be playing upon all these different connotations. Or in everyday speech, if you are told, you are a star, that's pulling upon the idea of the star as something special or brilliant. So that's something to bear in mind. Also, we have my hands are ice blocks. Again, this is quite a commonly used metaphor, something being so cold that it is ice or snow. Now, my hands are ice blocks. I think we should be aware of the fact that this really gives the sense, it's a very, very clear image of just how cold those hands are. But also we should be aware of the fact that by saying that hands are ice blocks, it also maybe creates a kind of funny or whimsical, strange image where someone's hands have actually become ice blocks. So there's always that element there. There's that sort of comedic tone there too. Now, this is something that we're going to talk about a little bit more with the differences between similes and metaphors in their effects too. So I've given three examples here of the same idea but being adapted to either a simile or a metaphor. So hands as cold as ice, that's the simile. But then we've got the metaphor, hands made of ice. Now I want you to think, what is the different effects of saying hands as cold as ice to hands made of ice? What do you think are the different effects there? That's something I want you to think about for a second. Now, white as snow, again, really common use of language, and then snow white. Okay, so something being white as snow plays upon the color white, okay? But if something is snow white, I think it goes beyond just the color white, and maybe we start to think about why something might also be related to snow. So in that ways, that kind of underlines this idea here, which is the different effects between simile and metaphor. And that is that simile is a more distant comparison than metaphor. Metaphor, by saying that something is something else, really gives that thing those qualities. So our final example then, the bed was as soft as a cloud, versus the bed was a cloud. Now, if we were to say the bed was as soft as a cloud, we think that's a very soft bed. But if we think of the metaphor version, the bed was a cloud, then not only do we start thinking about how soft something is, but maybe we then start thinking about the association of the cloud with dreaming, or something being up in the sky in a way and detached from the world below. So that's just something for you to think about, the different effects that these words have on you. And if you are asked about, if you're asked to analyze the effects of different techniques, often the best place to start is thinking about your own reaction. So to summarize then, simile, look for the word as or like. Metaphor, something being something else. Okay, great. Thank you so much for listening.